Okay, students, let us take care of this question on vectors. Let's say you are given a question like this. Let's say this is 5 Newton force inclined to, let's say 40 degrees. This is 3 Newtons, okay? And this is let's say 2 Newtons force. And let's say you are given a question like this. You have to find the resultant of these forces, these 3 forces, acting at this point. You know, they are non-parallel forces. So let us find the resultant. Now, we find the components, that is the horizontal components of all these forces. After finding the horizontal components, we later find the vertical components. Now, Fx, let Fx be the sum of the horizontal components of all these vectors. So let us start. This is 5 Newton cos 40. 5 cos 40. 5 cos 40. You see this force? This force has no horizontal component, okay? But the angle is what? 90 degrees. Then you can say plus or minus, anyone can go, plus or minus 3 cos 90, okay? Plus or minus 3 cos 90. Then this one is minus 2 cos 0. The angle, the angle is 0, okay? So now, you know, this one, like I said, this one has no horizontal component. You know what we are doing here is, when taking the components of vectors along the horizontal direction, the right is positive, while the left is what? Negative. That was why I wrote minus 2. You see? Minus 2 cos 0. So we now have Fx is equal to 5 cos 40. That is 5 cos 40 plus, this is 0, plus or minus 0, then minus, you know, cos 0 is equal to 1, minus 2. This one is 0, okay? So Fx is equal to 5 cos 40 minus 2. So 5 cos 40 minus 2 will give us, that is 5 cos 40. 5 cos 40, okay? Then 5 cos 40 is 3.83 approximately, minus 2 will give us what? 1.83. So this is it, 1.83 newtons. So this is my Fx. Now let me do my Fy. So my Fy will be Fy equals to 5 sine 40. You know, when dealing with this Fy, we take up as positive and down as negative. That is, every force going up will be taken as positive, the ones going down negative. So 5 sine 40, that's minus, this one is going down, minus 3 sine 90, okay? Minus 3 sine 90. This one is, it has no component in the vertical direction, okay? So we just put plus or minus 2 sine 0. Although it's 0, I just want to, express it. So plus or minus 2 sine 0. So Fy is equal to 5 sine 40. 5 sine 40 minus sine 90 is 1, minus 3. Sine 90 is 1. Always take note. This one is 0. So 5 sine 40 will give us 5 sine 40. 5 sine 40. It will give us 3.21. That is Fy equal to 3.21 minus 3. Okay? So it will give us what? 0.21 newtons. So after calculating for Fx and Fy, we now find the resultant. So the resultant R is equal to square root of Fx squared plus what? Fy squared. So the resultant R is equal to, now, which is square root of Fx is 1.83 squared plus 0.21 squared. So the resultant is equal to, so we now check this, we now say 1.83 squared. 1.83 squared that's 3.35 approximately. That's 3.3489. Let me put it as 3.35. Then plus 0.21 squared. 0.21 squared is equal to 0.0441. Okay? 0.041 or 0.044 approximately. Now, my R now become equal to square root of, then we now do 3.35 plus 0.044. So we now have equal to 3.394. So square root of this number becomes square root of 3.394. The answer is 1.84 newtons, approximately 1.84 newtons. So it's an approximate value, 1.84 newtons. So this is how to deal with questions like this. I hope it's very easy. So it's very simple. So just watch the video very well. You understand it. This is exactly how to do it.